Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for... grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
A look at Indiana's starting group. Stephen Curry is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Leonard in at the 3, small forward.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry passes to Antetokounmpo. No good with the triple.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. And he banks in the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Yep, count it.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. James against Leonard. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Embiid, a screen on Curry. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Embiid. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
Look, inside, Embiid just has all the tools for success. The height, the power, and more importantly, the tenacity.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Curry, a screen on Davis. Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Oh, he is so confident with the ball in his hands. Giannis can practically make magic happen.
James outside. Pass to Embiid. Out to James. Here's the 3. And Embiid is good for 3.
I like how fast Bond makes decisions, reading the defense ahead of time, rising and shooting with confidence.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Now, here is James.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense is elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
And he makes a first.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. And so it's Embiid with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. They lead by 4. James outside. Off the mark there with a 3. Indiana has gone 1 of 4 from deep. The 3 from Curry. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
And when Curry is shooting while in rhythm, he is lights out. Nothing you can do to stop him.
Pass to James. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Antetokounmpo for 3. And it's blocked by Davis. It's James on the wing. 16 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Curry. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Curry's gotten his second bucket of the game. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Boston. 8 points in the quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
On the court for the Pacers, second quarter underway. They've got Rudy Gobert, Wembanyama out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Curry in at the 2-guard position. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. He's got 10.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Antetokounmpo, left side. Tries the spin move. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff has. A true team player.
No good on that one. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis' career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Curry takes it in. You know, for all the accolades thrown Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all the ground he covers every single game, his stamina is still something that I will always be impressed with. For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. That 3's off the mark. Indiana trailing here. Outside Curry to the inside. Wembanyama with the easy 2.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
And Davis slams it home.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Outside Curry. There's the 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter. The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Pass to James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Davis a screen. This one for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Back to Curry. And no good. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. James with the ball. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. James passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to James. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Curry. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Gilgeous-Alexander gets the bucket on the breakaway.
Yeah, when Shea goes all out, catching up to him is not an option, and he is gone.
Curry passes to Antetokounmpo.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Back to Curry, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
Boston ball.
Boston leading by 4. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring, but he said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie. Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Back to James. Fires the three. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. Pass to Wembanyama. Shot to stop the run. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. For Boston, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Here's Embiid. No stopping Joel Embiid. Wow.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They gotta keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And we'll have our timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. 56 seconds left in the second. Wembanyama, pass to Curry. Money! Stephen Curry, the three-point king.
This is what Curry does best. He is so creative at getting into rhythm and staying hot.
Pass to James. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Outside Wembanyama, the three is up. Another three for Indiana.
Wembanyama quickly with one of his own, firing right back.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Boston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his 5th assist in this one. Outside Curry. A deep three. And so it's the Boston Celtics up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's mostly due to their superb... All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. Their measurement of the shot.
And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
and it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Joel Embiid is out there with Holmgren. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's James in at the 2 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Embiid. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Pacers trail by 6. Leonard on the wing. Check by James. Antetokounmpo finds Curry. The shot from 20 feet out. Out to Leonard. Three-pointer. Pass to Wembanyama. Antetokounmpo against Davis. 5 to shoot. The fadeaway. The rebound, Celtics.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Back to James. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Pacers trail by 6. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Oh, my gracious.
Just incredible.
That is a monster finish.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
For Boston, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Give yourself a round of applause.
So it's Boston now. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Here's Embiid. Whoa! Embiid with the slam!
Oh, what a dunk by Embiid. He's just doing big man things the way big man should.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Curry, over Gilgeous-Alexander, and there's Curry on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Pacers trail by 4. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Now the Celtics on the move.
2 minutes remaining.
James against Leonard.
2 minutes.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to James. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 assists in the game. Leonard against James. And here's Curry for 3. Unanswered 3 from Curry.
What a response from Curry. Gotta know he's coming for his revenge.
Celtics lead by 4. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team. And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
And so it's Embiid who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. It's Holmgren, high post. Wembanyama on it. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He hits the back iron and sinks it. And now it's an 8-point Celtic lead.
A dynamic score. Gilgeous-Alexander is so good at finding his spots and executing.
Curry passes to Antetokounmpo. The three-pointer off the mark. The Celtics have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
And here's Curry for 3. He drops it from range. Curry's got 10 points now, just in this quarter. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Boston out in front. They lead by 5. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. They've got Stephen Curry, Wembanyama out there with Rudy Gobert. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the point guard position. On the wing, Curry. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Curry passes to Gobert. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant. But even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to James. And a miss there on the triple. Pacers trail by 4. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Wembanyama scanning the floor. The 3 from Curry. Rebound Boston. Davis has got 4 rebounds now. To the middle. Here's Holmgren. Ooh, going to work on him inside. Holmgren.
Yeah, Holmgren meets some resistance there inside, but he stays strong and gets right through it.
Antetokounmpo against Davis. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry, that's good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Pass to James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Jacks up a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 21 points in the game. Pacers trail by 6. And here's Curry. Here's Antetokounmpo. Ooh, strong move from Giannis inside.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Pass to James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. The floater. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Stephen Curry.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And I also have to praise them for their three-point shooting. They're showing a lot of confidence, letting them fly from deep.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry passes to Gobert. Back to Curry. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Antetokounmpo for 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to James. Takes a 3. Davis, the pass to Holmgren. Over Wembanyama. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Aha, so clever with the up fake. Holmgren is good at going into the contact in these type of situations.
And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Gobert. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Pass to James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 here in this quarter. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Wembanyama. Curry surveys. Antetokounmpo for 3. That one is off.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall. Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Celtics.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
So it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Shai, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, get my length involved, so that I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. It's the Orlando Magic taking on the San Antonio Spurs. A look at the starting group for the Magic. Jason Kidd is out there with Bryant. Then there's Chamberlain. Then it's James. And it's Garnett in a power forward.
Yeah, the explosive doesn't even begin to describe it. Jordan simply flying.
Garnett the pass to LeBron. O'Neal with the rebound.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Now here's Johnson. Jordan a screen on LeBron. Johnson dishes to Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. Chamberlain with the rebound. And it's Orlando's ball. Bryant passes to Garnett. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
This is his first free throw of the game. first one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Kidd against Johnson. There's the triple. And KD the bucket on the assist by Johnson.
KD could sit out there all day and nail threes if the defense lets him.
Garnett outside. Pass to LeBron. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Johnson against Kidd from deep. Jordan. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound. And it's Orlando's ball. Here's James. And the layup's good off the glass.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Now here's Johnson. Outside Durant. Back to Johnson. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. O'Neal sets the screen for Jordan. 5 to shoot. Nice D by Kobe.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
LeBron passes to Chamberlain. 14 feet away. That shot is off. Nice D from Durant. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Shaq. From 8. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Orlando leading. James outside. Now here's Kidd. Driving inside.
2 minutes.
Chamberlain with a screen on Johnson. To the inside. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
Now here's Johnson. And 3 from Jordan. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Magic leading by 3. For 3, Kidd. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Johnson, the pass to Durant. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. KD's got 5 now.
Just working his way inside there. Durant so good at just finding his shot all over the court.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. They get a hand on it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
San Antonio ball.
And the Spurs with possession. They trail by 1. Johnson against Kidd. Outside Durant. From deep. They grab their own miss. Here's Shaq. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Johnson against James. Duncan with the block.
And setting the tone with that rejection. Duncan, the defensive anchor of this team.
And a wide open look for James. Another miss by Orlando.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Jordan kicks to Johnson. Up top, Durant. The tray. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. He's got 8.
And for Durant, it's just that simple. Get the ball and shoot.
LeBron, left side. Good D by Johnson.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the San Antonio Spurs. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
Jordan is out there with Johnson. And it's Durant. Then there's Duncan. And it's Shaq in at the 5 spot. So that's who San Antonio starts the second minute.
And sometimes Shaq is impossible to guard without fouling. He's this, like, overwhelming presence.
Take a break.
Taking 2 shots.
3 shots.
That's good from O'Neal.
Over 7 feet, big, quick, great hands. Shaq is a one-of-one type of player.
He hits both from the stripe. The Magic trail by 4. Garnett outside. James looking around. Back to Garnett. And he's going up for the alley-oop. O'Neal with the steal. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. And he goes big time with the dunk right over Kobe Bryant.
Oh, my goodness. The creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
And Orlando has possession. Outside, Kobe. There's the 3 ball by Bryant.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Left side, Jordan. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
And what you like there, Jordan never looks like he's rushing. Makes quick, solid decisions.
The Magic trail by 5. Outside Bryant from downtown. San Antonio with the rebound. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds now tonight. KD passes to Duncan. Count the basket. Duncan's got his first basket.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Kidd against Durant. Bryant gets a wide open look. The 3-pointer is right on target. Bryant's got 6 points.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Jordan, the pass to Duncan. Here's KD. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Garnett.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Kobe kicks to Kidd. Back to Kobe. Orlando moving the ball around. LeBron against KD. Here's LeBron. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Now just a 2-point Spurs lead.
No question James has the green light from anywhere. That mid-range is just another area where he's dangerous.
Johnson finds Jordan. Back to Johnson. Clock at 6. Over Kidd. A shot by Johnson, no good. Here's Orlando now.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Chamberlain down low. Defended by Shaq. James connects from deep.
Showing some range. LeBron more than capable of hurting you from deep.
Johnson against Kidd. Durant deciding where to go with it. Pass to Jordan. score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8, shooting 50% so far. Orlando trailing here. Outside, James. Back to Kidd. LeBron against Johnson. Garnett outside. Pass to Kidd. That shot off the mark. Durant with some nice D. 51 seconds left in the second quarter. Kobe with the steal. And now Orlando on the break. Here's LeBron. Some solid defense from Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. Duncan outside. Pass to Durant. Here's the three. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. Now it's a 4-point San Antonio lead.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
LeBron against Johnson. Now LeBron. He's got 9. 6 on the shot clock. Chamberlain with a screen on Johnson. James misses. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Spurs lead by 4. And we'll be back right after this.
19.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
So on the floor for Orlando. Garnett out there with James. And there's Bryant. Then there's Kidd. And it's Chamberlain in at the center, filling out the middle.
And Kidd, really just a nightly triple-double threat. Big point guard who can score, pass, and also rebounds the ball.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. San Antonio leading. Johnson with it. Still without a basket. Duncan outside. Pass to KD. The three. Orlando grabs the miss. Garnett's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Bryant kicks to Kidd. Here's Garnett. And Durant sends it back.
And how about the reach of Durant? Terrific job of having that on display defensively.
Duncan outside. Now here's Durant. James covering. Durant down low. Working on James. KD can't get it to go. Hit against KD. Outside Bryant. Chamberlain. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Chamberlain got the game tied up here for the Magic.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Pass to Durant. Puts it up. San Antonio again missing. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Chamberlain down low. Guarded by KD. And it's good. 2 points.
Well, it's nice to see your guys taking and making the shots as you design it. Especially the shots you should make.
Johnson dishes to KD, and Jason Kidd picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
San Antonio with the ball. They're scoreless since the first half. On the wing, Johnson. He's covered by Kidd. Clock at 4. Trying to get something going. Johnson can't hit.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Kidd passes to Bryant. Kidd sets the pick for Kobe. From outside the arc, hands it from downtown. Kobe's got the lead up to 5 now for Orlando.
And showing the range there. Bryant is confident pulling from deep.
Johnson, the pass to Duncan. Pass to Durant. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. KD's got 13 points.
Nothing to see here, folks. Just another tremendous scoring night from Durant.
Now it's out called by Orlando.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Garnett, Duncan with the block. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
Orlando ball.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Bryant. Jordan with the steal. Pass to Johnson. Duncan outside. Back to Johnson. And stolen by Chamberlain. Here's Garnett. And Garnett with the slam.
And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
Johnson, the pass to Duncan. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Durant just inside the line. And yep, Durant drops after rolling around the rim. KD's got 4 points now in the quarter. Kidd against KD. Garnett surveying the defense. Pass to Kidd. Just 5 to shoot. Chamberlain with a screen on Jordan. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Duncan with the block. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Spurs trail by 3. Now, here's Johnson. He has yet to score. To the paint. Looks for O'Neal. Gets it to him. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And this is why Shaq's teammates lob it up to him. They trust him to finish that alley-oop.
Here's Kidd. And it's sent back by O'Neal. It's out of bounds. It's touched by O'Neal. Kidd passes to Garnett. The 3 from Bryant.
And cat-quick reflexes there. Jordan sees that play and jumps all over it. Terrific defense.
Pass to Kobe. 6 to shoot. That 3 off the mark. And here is KD. It'll count. And that one released in time, but no good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Orlando out in front, leading by a point.
It's time.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. San Antonio trailing here. We've got Durant. Michael Jordan is out there with Johnson. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Duncan in at the 4 slot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Pass to Durant to take the lead. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Kobe dishes the Kidd. out to Kobe. 20 feet out. That doesn't go either for Bryant.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Durant, the pass to Johnson. Jordan outside. On the wing, Johnson. Covered by LeBron. Johnson against LeBron. Crafty move. Johnson can't get it to go.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Kidd passes to Bryant. Oh, drew the foul. Almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
He hits the second from the line. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. Kidd against Johnson. Here's O'Neal. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Here's Johnson. Shot clock at 6. And Shaq with the slam.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Well, during the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Magic was saying to his team. Now, with this game up for grabs, Coach told his guys to think positive. He said, "We know this game is ours, fellas. We've earned it. I need you to show me right now that you want this. Can I get it done? We'll see, guys."
Thanks, David. Durant finds O'Neal. Durant down low. Working on James.
And Durant, one of the toughest players to defend, especially when he's using that shot fake.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Magic?
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
San Antonio leading. Inside. It's stolen by Garnett. Here's Chamberlain. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists now in this one. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
From deep, James. Great D that time from Duncan. LeBron's gone 4 of 11 tonight. Outside, KD. Kicks it out to Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Duncan against LeBron. Duncan with the screen for Johnson. Durant for 3. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain got his 8th rebound here tonight. From deep, LeBron. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And when you need a big score, you want LeBron to get the ball. And that's why.
And Jason Kidd picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. And stolen by Chamberlain.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Johnson against Kidd. To the middle. Here's Shaq. That's in coming off an assist from Johnson.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Spurs fans, no reason to gripe when we got the Spurs hype squad.
Here's James. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Over Johnson. Here's Garnett. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And just a great all-around scorer. Garnett has the defense a little anxious there.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
LeBron against Durant. Check his screen on James. To the inside, O'Neal. With the second effort. No good that time. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. James against Johnson.
And such a physical player inside. LeBron doesn't fear contact on the way up.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
LeBron James. 2 shots.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs them.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kevin Durant.
And LeBron used to getting hit. This is the level of attention this man attracts from the beat.
LeBron James. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
14 times. For the Magic. Will Chamberlain taking 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And no good on the second free throw. So he goes 0 for 2 there.
Yeah, it looks like he was a little tight on the line that time. Could have and should have closed it out.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Duncan outside. KD on the wing. Garnett with the steal. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Kevin Durant. 4 personal foul.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
For the Magic. Kevin Garnett.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
San Antonio calls timeout. 6 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
We're almost there.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really I like Vegas.
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analyst, Allie LaForce on the sidelines. It's the Orlando Magic taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. So a look at our starters for Orlando. Rudy Gobert is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Mobley in at the 3. Now, here is James. Tatum, a screen on Antetokounmpo. The 3, James. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Curry against Tatum. Pass to Mobley. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Clock at 6. Stolen by Wembanyama. Durant finds Davis. Tatum with it. He's covered by Curry. Inside. The baseline, James can't get it to go. And Mobley has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Durant covering. The 3 from Curry. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Inside leaner. A nice shot by Tatum.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Mobley against Durant to the right side. Outside Curry. From deep three-point range. Orlando again missing. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Los Angeles' head coach had a few moments to share with me. We discussed how he wants his team to approach their matchup with Evan Mobley, and coach said, we need to make him a jump shooter. Mobley is most effective around the rim. He's still developing his jump shot, and we need to take advantage of that. There should be a lot of resistance to the paint from his defense, BA.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now, here is James. Pass to Tatum. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Orlando ball.
Orlando calls timeout.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
The Lakers breaker.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. James against Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Curry for three. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Outside Tatum. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Orlando trailing here.
2 minutes remain in the first.
Antetokounmpo outside. Sinks the tray. Antetokounmpo has got 6.
Antetokounmpo on the catch-and-shoot jumper. You like that kind of flow from him.
Outside Tatum. Back to James. Outside Tatum. Pass to Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. Fires, top of the key. Tatum, good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No points yet. Now Curry. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
Curry's jumper just so pure, he can go up from just about anywhere on the floor and knock him down.
Tatum against Gilgeous-Alexander. Davis with a screen on Antetokounmpo. The three, James. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Curry, no good. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander against James. Pass to Wembanyama. Now Davis. Tatum inside. He's covered by Curry. An open look for Durant. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
Really easy catch and release, Jay, from KD.
Gilgeous-Alexander against James. Outside Curry. The three ball. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Los Angeles. They lead by 1. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the court for Orlando, they've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Rudy Gobert is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Mobley in at the small forward position. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Picked by Gobert. Shoots it from the high post. Rebounded by LeBron.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Curry from deep three-point land. Oh, Curry making it look effortless.
Well, the moment that ball went through on the other end, you could see Steph wanting the ball back, and of course he did it. That's the answer.
Time called here. The Lakers decide to talk it over.
Give yourself a big round of applause.
Orlando on D. They trail by 1. Now James. He has 6. To the inside. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. James with a steal. Pass to Durant. Shoots over Curry. No good there, off the double clutch.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And he's going for the oop here. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things...
Oh, Davis finishing off the lob.
That's a perfect lob leading to a spectacular dunk from Davis there. Threw it up on time, on target.
Curry against Tatum. And here's Curry. He's got 5. 5 on the clock. Floats one up. Rejected by James.
What a denial. LeBron attacking that shot with pinpoint accuracy.
Pass to Tatum. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Davis with a screen on Curry. The 3, Durant. KD, what else would you expect?
KD really just rising up against anybody. That height and length makes him so dangerous.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
There's a minute 59 left in the first half of basketball. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Outside Tatum. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Oh, look at Tatum going to work inside.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Orlando calls timeout. Here's Mobley. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry with it. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good.
Oh, that jumper so pure. Gilgeous-Alexander with great confidence.
And 1:01 left in the first half. The 3, James. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Mobley passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Antetokounmpo. Up top, Curry, guarded by Durant. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Here's James. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Magic trail by 6. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Curry. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Mobley on a screen. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Tatum finds James. For 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be back in a moment. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. 6-point game. We've got Davis. Kevin Durant is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then there's James, and it's Tatum in at the 2 guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
Gilgeous-Alexander against James. Now here's Curry. The D's right on him. Davis against Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires it. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Curry. From the arc. LeBron with the rebound.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Los Angeles shooting their second and third shots at the line here. First free throw is good.
Second team foul. At the line for Los Angeles.
He's off on the second. Magic trail by 10. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And Shea putting it on a string so hard to stay on top with him as a defender.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Tatum. Here's James. James with the focus.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Orlando calls timeout.
It's time, everyone. Let's hear it for your Lakers.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Outside Curry. Lets it go from deep. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 assists in the game. Tatum passes to Davis. Durant against Curry. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Oh, KD just filthy from the mid-range, unguardable most of the time.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Pass to Curry. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And another basket for Orlando.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And Davis slams it home.
We talk a lot about the monster games that LeBron James has, putting a bunch of points on the board, but sometimes we just forget about how brilliant a playmaker and passer he is.
Oh, Curry, a sick triple.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Pass to Tatum. Shoots off the step back. Orlando with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. James against Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep three-point land. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Durant. Now, here is James. Give him 8. Davis, the pass to Wembanyama. The kick to Durant. Launches it. Gets the 3 ball to go. Durant's got 5 points now this quarter.
And with this kind of vision, we could see the assist numbers go sky high for Wembanyama.
Outside Curry. Curry with another miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Hey, strong move, Tatum.
And Jason Tatum was fearless on that finish. Went right through the contact.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 6. Pass to Curry. Puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Back to James. Outside Tatum. 4-3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Curry. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it.
Lakers ball.
.30 seconds left in the third. The Lakers lead by 8. Outside Tatum. 20 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. And there's James from the arc. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 3 assists in the game. And there's the lob. It's stolen by Tatum. James, left side. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Lakers ahead, up 11. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Fourth quarter on the court for the Magic. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Mobley, and it's Gobert in at the 5, down low. Tatum against Gilgeous-Alexander. James, left side. The kick to Durant. Outside Tatum, down to 5 on the shot clock. Shakes him. Shot is good, off the back rim and in.
You're calling Tatum a capable scorer would be an understatement. He is an elite offensive talent.
James against Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry from deep three-point land. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 assists in the game. And here's Durant. Orlando with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got his 5th rebound in this one. And the big finish by Giannis.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
The Lakers lead by 6. Here's Durant. Pass to James. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
That's his second personal.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Lakers?
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
Well, another thing that has really stood out is just their effort defensively. Active hands, jumping the passing lanes, racking up steals. That's been impressive.
That free throw, good from James. And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. Magic trail by 9. Orlando calls timeout. At this point in the game, fourth quarter, it's always important to stay focused. And while the coach goes over the plans, these players are getting a much-needed chance to get hydrated with some Gatorade. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach of Orlando was getting across in their huddle. He told his players, we are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard, and we will win this game.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound, the Lakers. Durant with it. Pass to Tatum. James outside. Davis down low. He's covered by Curry. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 9. Gobert finds Curry. Out to the wing. Gobert with a screen on Davis. To the paint. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Down low. Here's Durant. Mobley grabs the board.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And Gobert with the stuff.
You're best to get out of Gobert's way. You don't want to be on the wrong end of that dunk.
James against Antetokounmpo. James passes to Davis.
Oh, what a pass! Those two read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice. Gobert with a screen on Tatum. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over James. The putback. Gobert with the follow.
And you know he's tough on the glass. Easy money there for Gobert.
James against Antetokounmpo. Now here's Tatum. 1:24 left in the fourth. 2 open that time. Made it look easy. And Los Angeles leads by 9.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Durant against Mobley. James outside. From 12 feet, and there's another one for the Lakers.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Hits a three-pointer. So it's Los Angeles now. They're leading by 8. James passes to Durant. James deciding where to go with it. And it's all from three-point range. Here's Orlando.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
So it's the Lakers with the W. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true.